The ancient Babylonians were one of the most influential civilizations in the history of the world. Their legacy can still be seen today in the fields of mathematics, astronomy, and law. In this video, we will explore the history of the Babylonians and their contributions to human civilization. The Babylonian civilization was located in Mesopotamia, which is now modern-day Iraq. It was situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which made it an ideal location for agriculture and trade. The Babylonians were known for their impressive architecture, including the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which were one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Babylonians were also known for their system of writing, which was called cuneiform. This system used clay tablets and the stylus to create wedge-shaped marks that represented words and ideas. The Babylonians were a polytheistic society, meaning they worshipped multiple gods and goddesses. They believed that these deities controlled various aspects of their lives, including the weather, fertility, and war. The Babylonians were also skilled traders, and their location between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers made them a hub for trade between the east and west. But perhaps the most significant contribution of the Babylonians was their system of law. The Code of Hammurabi, which was created in 1754 BCE, was one of the first written legal codes in human history. The Babylonians were a complex and sophisticated civilization, and their legacy can still be seen today in the fields of science, art, and culture. The Babylonian Empire was founded in 1894 BCE by King Senusobum. It was one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world, and it lasted for over 1,000 years. One of the most famous kings of the Babylonian Empire was Hammurabi, who ruled from 1792 BCE to 1750 BCE. He is best known for his legal code, which established a set of laws and punishments for various crimes. The Code of Hammurabi was written on a seal, which was a large stone pillar. It contained 282 laws, and it was displayed in public so that everyone could see it. The Babylonian Empire was also known for its military might. It had a well-trained army that was equipped with advanced weapons and tactics. The Babylonians were skilled at siege warfare, and they were able to conquer many cities and territories throughout the ancient world. The Babylonian Empire was also known for its impressive architecture and art. The palaces and temples of Babylon were adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures. The Babylonians also built ziggurats, which were massive step pyramids that were used for religious purposes. The Babylonians were also skilled astronomers, and they made many important discoveries about the movements of the stars and planets. The Babylonians were also skilled mathematicians, and they developed a system of mathematics that was based on the number 60. The Babylonians were a highly advanced civilization, and their legacy can still be seen today in the fields of law, science, and culture. The Babylonians were a polytheistic society, meaning they worshipped multiple gods and goddesses. They believed that these deities control various aspects of their lives, including the weather, fertility, and war. One of the most important gods in the Babylonian pantheon was Marduk. He was the god of creation and the patron deity of Babylon. Another important goddess in the Babylonian pantheon was Ishtar. She was the goddess of love, fertility, and war. The Babylonians also believed in a primordial goddess named Tiamat, who was the mother of all creation. The Babylonians believed that the gods and goddesses controlled the natural world, and they used divination to try to understand their will. They also believed in the concept of fate, which was seen as an inescapable force that controlled the destiny of individuals and nations. The Babylonians had a complex system of religious rituals and ceremonies. These included sacrifices, offerings, and prayers to the gods and goddesses. The Babylonians also believed in an afterlife, which was seen as a shadowy underworld ruled by the goddess Ereshkigal. The Babylonians believed that the soul of the deceased had to pass through a series of tests and trials before it could enter the afterlife. The Babylonians believed that the gods and goddesses were responsible for both good and evil in the world. They believed that it was their duty to appease these deities through religious rituals and offerings. The Babylonian religion was a central part of their culture, and it had a profound influence on their art, literature, and society. The Babylonians were skilled astronomers, and they made many important discoveries about the movements of the stars and planets. The Babylonians were also skilled mathematicians, and they developed a system of mathematics that was based on the number 60. The Babylonians were also skilled in the field of medicine. They developed a system of diagnosis and treatment that was based on observation and experience. Babylonians were also skilled engineers, and they developed advanced irrigation systems that allowed them to cultivate crops in arid regions. The Babylonians were also known for their inventions, including the wheel, which revolutionized transportation and agriculture. The Babylonians were also skilled cartographers, and they created some of the earliest known maps of the world. The Babylonians were a highly advanced civilization, and their contributions to science and technology have had a lasting impact on human civilization. The Babylonians were also skilled artisans, and they created beautiful works of art that are still admired today. The Babylonians were a complex and sophisticated civilization, and their legacy can still be seen today in the fields of science, art, and culture.